Hi and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Can I have a quick +1 in the chat if I'm visible as well as equally audible? Then we would start right away. Everything seems fine here. Just a quick +1. Sorry for the delay of 2 minutes. Actually my Wi-Fi was down, so I was waiting if it gets resolved or not, and it got resolved, so I'm late off with 2 minutes. Okay, so okay, so we have 3 people that have joined. Thank you Shruti, yes, thank you Ankita Kumari. Okay, thanks for the reply. Okay, so 5 people have joined, so we would start. Okay, today we would be doing yesterday's problem of the day, that is swap all odd and even bits. Okay, so it is quite clear from the question name itself. Okay, so now let's move to the problem statement and understand what is telling. Okay, we are given an unsigned integer n, and the task is to swap all the odd bits with the even bits. Okay, for example, suppose the given number is 0 0 0 and then 1 0 1 1 1, 3 zeros, 1 0 1 1 1. Yeah, good. And then 2 zeros and then 1 0, then 1 0 1 1. Okay, let's group it with the odd and even, okay, so that it would be more clear. Okay, like suppose it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, good. So we would just swap the values odd with even. So let's encircle. Okay, it is more clear now. Okay, so then every even position is swapped with the adjacent bit on the right hand side. Okay, suppose the bit is like this, so the bit would become 1 0. Okay, good. So now let us try to solve this problem. Okay, so let us see this. This is 0, this is 0, so 0 0 when swapped would remain same, 0 0, and this is 0 1, so it would become 0 1 would become 1 0. Okay, so 1 would come here, 0 would go there, and then 0 1 would again become 1 0, and then 1 1 1 1 this side also, and 1 1 this side also, both is same, so it would remain same. So the answer is 43. Okay, so it is quite clear from the problem statement itself that we need to visualize in the form of bits. And if it was not given, whenever you encounter a bit problem, the first thing that you should do is you should represent it in the form of bits. Okay, and then try to solve it. But here it is already clear from the example itself. Okay, so now the first thing we would try to do, we can see that what we are just doing is we are just replacing the values. Okay, so but before doing this, let us see this thing. Okay, suppose we have 0 1 0 1. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? This means that 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 3. Okay, and then we just add the values. Okay, so if this is set, then this power would get added. If this is not set, this power won't get added. So 2 to the power 0 is 1, and then 2 to the power 2 is 4, so just 4 and 5. Okay, so this is the binary representation of 5. So if you just know this, then this would be quite clear. How and why, I would tell you. Okay, so what we conclude from here? We conclude that if the bit is set, okay, if the bit is set for suppose 0 1 2 and 3, we won't write the part 2 because it is quite clear. Okay, so now we can see that if on certain position, if it is 1, then the power would get added. If it is 0, then the power won't get added. Okay, so what we would do, suppose we just have this. Okay, Suppose we have 1 and 1 and 0 0. What are the possible combinations? We would see those. Okay, 1 0 0, 1 0 and 0 1. These are all the possible combinations. So if we rotate this, if we just reverse this, just swap this thing, that would remain same. So it is absolutely same. We don't need to cover this. This would also be same if we do the swapping. So we won't cover this also because it would be quite simple. Now we would just try to solve these two. Okay, now solving these two. Okay, can I have a quick +1 that we are all in the same page and I am not in a hurry? Okay, that you are all understanding what I am trying to say. Okay, can I have a quick +1? I would be waiting for 1 minute in between so that we all are in the same page. Okay, just give me a quick +1, then we would proceed what I am trying to say, because from here we would try to build up the solution to the final solution. Okay, okay, Shruti has replied. Okay, okay, good, thank you. Okay, Ankita Kumari also replied. Where are the other 6 people? Can I have a quick reply from you all too? Okay, so I can see that they have replied. So I can suppose if you don't reply, if you didn't understand it, just let me know. Okay, I would resolve. Okay. Moving forward with this. Okay, so now we would just handle 2 cases, 1 0 and 0 1. What does this 1 0 means? 1 0, the swapping would become 0 1. Okay, so now let's try to visualize this. What does this mean? This means that 2 to the power 0 and 2 to the power 1. Okay, and here it means that 2 to the power 0 and 2 to the power 1. So can you see the difference? Just see the difference, that this 2 to the power 0 is not here added, but here 2 to the power 0 is added. So just let me write this, okay, so that it would be more clear. So here we are adding 2 to the power 1. Okay, and here we are adding 2 to the power 0. Okay, so what we are simply doing is, I can simply write this also, that 1 0, I would first subtract the set values. Okay, so 1 0 converted to 0 0. Why? Because I have subtracted 2 to the power 1, so it is now converted to 0, and then I would swap this value. Okay, just what I want to tell is, okay, I would first check this value. Okay, if this value is set, suppose this is 0 and this is 1. If this value is set, what is the power of this value? 2 to the power 1. What I would simply do is, I would simply add the value to the next, but with a power of 0. So I would add 2 to the power 0, just the reverse of it. And here it is not set. Okay, and here it is not set, so we would just set it. Okay, so what I want you to tell is, if the base is set, we would just subtract it. Okay, फिर से हिंदी में बताता हूँ. 2 to the power 0, सपोज वो एडेड है, ठीक है, और फाइनल आंसर में वो एडेड नहीं रहना चाहिए, स्वैपिंग के बाद वो एडेड नहीं रहना चाहिए, तो सिंपली हम उसको माइनस कर देंगे. अगर वो एडेड नहीं है और फाइनल आंसर में भी नहीं है, ओके, और फाइनल आंसर में भी नहीं है, तो छोड़ देंगे. ओके, so now just we would see the last bit and it would just confirm what I'm trying to say. Suppose in our answer I want to convert 0 to 1. Okay, what I would simply do is, I would simply add 2 with the power of, with the position itself. Whatever be this position, suppose this position is I, so I would add the power of I. Okay, now if I want to convert 1 to 0, then what I would simply do is, I would simply subtract 2 to the power I. Here I would subtract, here I would add. Okay, just this. Okay, so now how would we solve this? Okay, to solve this, what we would do is, we would do something known as, this is known as right shift, this is known as left shift. Okay, we would just check if the value is set or not. Okay, talking about the values and all, suppose I have 1 0 1 and I want to know the 0 1 2. Okay, suppose I want to know if the index 2 is set or not. How would I do that? I would simply do is 1 1 left shift. Okay, left shift by 2. Okay, what does this 1 left shift by 2 means? What does 1 means? 1 means 0, 0, 1. So we would just left shift by 2. Okay, so this first, after left shifting to 1, it would be 1 0 1 0 1 0. Again left shifting 1, it would become 0 1 0. Okay, and we would do the AND operation to it. Okay, and we would do the AND operation to it. What was the value? 100. So just 100, and we would do the AND of it. So 1 0 0 would become 0, and this is a bit is set, so this is 1. Okay, so we could know that if this bit is set or not. Simple. Okay, yeah, no problem. I explain in English, but sometimes when I feel like I should tell in Hindi too, so that people would connect with me better, so I just switch my language for a little bit of time, and I say the same thing with the translation. But everything I say in both the languages. Okay, I don't speak the English language. Okay, moving forward with this. Now, what are the things? We would just check the bits. Okay, if this bit is set, we would return the value. At the end, we would just OR this. Okay, just try to now solve this value. Just solve this value. Okay, so yeah, just solve this value. Suppose we have 1 0. Okay, this is clear. So what we would do? Okay, we would first write the values of this. Okay, so 1 and 0, first we would check this value. If this bit is not set, okay, and if this bit is set, we would add this bit to here. Okay, but just this thing, and we would at the end do the OR. Why doing the OR? Because we would solve it individually for right and left. Okay, how? I would tell you. Okay, let me take the sample. Yeah, absolutely, just let me take the sample and it would be more clear. Okay, so now what will we do? Okay, first let us mark the indexes, and now we know all the prerequisites needed to solve this problem. Okay, so now first we would mark the indexes. 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, absolutely good. Now, how would we solve this problem? So we can see that this is odd, this is odd, this is odd, this is odd, this is odd. Okay, so we would first take out all the odd values. Okay, we would take out all the odd values, like we would write 0, 0, 0, and 1. We would write all the odd values, and rest of the values would remain 0 only. Okay, rest of the values would remain 0 only. Okay, good. Now this is it. Now what we would do is, we need to make all the odd values go to the right hand side. Okay, so we would simply do a left shift by 1. Okay, we would make it here. Okay, so we would just make it here 0 0 0 0 0 0, and this would be converted to 0. Good. So we would do the same thing for the left hand side. I'm not doing the dry run, so that you do in a pen and paper and you would have a better understanding. Okay, just do this in a pen and paper. I would be waiting for 1 minute. If you don't understand how to do it, just let me know. Okay, and then at the end what we would do is, we need to combine the values. How would we combine the values? Whenever we want to combine the values, the first thing that should come in our mind is, we need to do the OR operation. Okay, so after we have solved individually for right shift as well as left shift, we solve the value. Okay, good. So this prerequisite is done. Can I have a quick +1 that this is quite clear, and we would move on to the implementation. Okay, and what would be the time complexity of this? So we are iterating on each of the bits, and the bit is 32 bit. So the time complexity is big O of 32. Okay, and the people who are doing the dry run and who have done the dry run, can you please let me know if there is a better approach than this big O of 32 or not? Can we do better than this? If yes, how? Okay, can I have a quick +1? Okay, good. Can you please explain it again? Okay, absolutely. Okay, just see the code. If you don't understand it, it would be, I would explain you. Okay, just see the code for once. I don't think you would need the explanation, I suppose. Okay, so what I would do is, I would simply do, this is a 32-bit number, so I would do 0 to 32. I simply use a for loop. Okay, and I would be iterating on I plus 2. Why? See this thing, 0, 1. Okay, just see this thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what I would need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and need to swap these values. So what I would do is, I would stand at this position, and I would check for this as well as for this. So we would just solve for small segments, odd even, then odd even, then odd even, then odd even. So we would first solve this part, and then we would directly jump to this part. And what is the index of this? We were solving for 1, and then we are solving for 3. So 1 plus 2. So we are doing I plus 2. Please remember this. Okay. Then what we would do is n right shift to 1, and we would do AND with 1. If that bit is set, we would keep this. If that bit is not set, okay, then the right one. Okay, this is the left one, this is the right one. Okay, set left and set right. Okay, this would tell me if the right bit is set or not. I would explain you with an example. So this is, I am just doing this. I am standing at this position, and first I am checking this, and then I am checking this and storing it. Okay, if this bit is set, then we are first subtracting it. Okay, absolutely. Then we are adding it. And if this bit is not set, we are subtracting it, and then we are adding it. If it is not set here, okay, if it is set here, okay, suppose what I want to tell you is this, 0 and 1. If this bit is set, अगर ये वाला bit set है, तो ये वाला bit यहाँ से हट जाएगा, that is, it would be converted to 0 by first subtracting 2 to the power I, and it would be added to the next position by adding of 2 to the power I plus 1. Okay, this is what we are doing. So I'm doing the same thing. If this is bit is set, we are first subtracting, then I am adding with I plus 1. If this is bit is set, we are first subtracting and then adding. Okay, is this clear or not, Shruti? Yes, can I have a quick reply from you? Okay, because you were the one, you didn't understand it. Okay, so now can we do it better than this or not? Can I have a quick okay, I would wait for this. Okay, I won't wait for this because other explanation is also okay. So now we need to iterate. Okay, we need to iterate on big O of 0 to 32. Okay, so can we do better than this or not? Okay, okay, so every prerequisite is done. So if I just tell you one thing, it would be absolutely clear. Okay, so just remember this thing. Okay, instead of traversing from 32 by 2, can we do while loop till n is equal? This will save extra traversal for small numbers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the thing is that I am telling you for the worst time complexity. So if you are given to optimize further on this particular solution only, then this is the best approach you could do. Okay, and other approach I would be telling you, but this is the most simple optimization that you can do. Okay, yeah, because the thing is that suppose the answer is 101, then going forward till 32 is costly for this number. Okay, but the thing is that while submitting to online judges, we take the most hardest test case is also given. That's why consider. How to do with masking? Yeah, I would tell you. Okay, so good to go. So now just remember this thing, that big O of x. Okay, suppose this is 0. Okay, just I would write it down. Okay, or I would show you. Okay, yeah, just these two part needs to be cut. Okay, 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 just please write this down on a pen and paper. What is this thing? I would tell you. Okay, this is a 32-bit set number with all the even bits set. Okay, and this is odd set. Okay, I would tell you what does this mean. Okay, so this means that it has all the even bits set and all the odd bits are 0. Okay, and this means that all the odd bits would be set and all the even bits would be off. Okay, so now talking about this, how do you, this is not very, yeah, this is not very, I can tell you that this is not very intuitive. Okay, this needs to be learned and this needs to be remembered, okay, to solve this question like this. Okay, so now how would this help us? It would help us in the way like this. Okay, what we were doing initially, we were going to every position and we were checking if that value is true or not. We were going to every position and we were checking if the value is true or not for every odd and even position. Okay, now this would facilitate this thing. Okay, how it would facilitate this thing? Suppose I have 1 0 1. Okay, okay, this, yeah, this has odd bit set. Okay, suppose I have 1 0 0. Okay, good. Then I have a number where the odd bits are set. Okay, like suppose this is the number. Okay, this is the number which is provided externally. Okay, if I do the AND of it, then it would only give me the set values. Okay, so it would only give me 1 and this would give me 0 and this would give me 0. Okay, and then what we would do is, these are all the even bits, we would simply do all the even. Suppose it is even, suppose we have got our number, suppose हमें even positions के मिल चुके हैं, so अगर हम simply उसको odd एक right shift कर दें, okay, so it would become odd. Good. Even odd है, सोचो ये even है, so even 2 है. If we just right it shift to 1, then it would become 1. Same thing, we would do the same thing. So odd है तो उसको एक लेफ्ट शिफ्ट करेंगे तो वो इवन हो जाएगा. इवन है, राइट शिफ्ट करेंगे तो ऑड हो जाएगा. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, if we have all the set bits, we would simply do a right shift, okay, and it would become the odd positioned, and odd would be left shifted so that it would become, okay, even positioned. Okay, just, am I clear with this idea or not? Just remember, after remembering this idea is quite clear. Okay, and I would do the dry run too. Okay, let me copy paste this thing so that I would be able to do the dry run, and how this thing is working I would be able to tell you. Okay, let me just take this line. Can I have a quick +1 that you have understood or not? Can I have a quick +1? Because I am waiting for you. Okay, I am waiting for you. Can I have a quick +1 that you have understood or not? Okay. Okay, thanks a lot, Mamsi. Okay, so what we would do initially is, we would just write this value 0 0 0, then 1 0 1 1 1. Okay, and then this value would give me all the event positioned. Okay, event positioned. Okay, so let's start with this. Let me see just the question. Good. So we have all the event position. Okay, so we would first have a number. What this would provide us is this. Okay, this would provide me this thing. Okay, good to go. This would provide me this thing. I have written wrongly, it seems. Okay, good. And this would, what this would provide me, I'm not in a heat now. Okay, and we would simply do the AND of it. Okay, we would simply do the AND of it. So this would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 0, 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 this would be 0. We would do, this is now even position, we need to swap it with the right hand side. Okay, swap it with the right hand side. So we would simply do 1 right shifted okay, just shift it to 1. So it would become 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0. Okay, so we have this value. Okay. So we would simply write first 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, whatever be this value. Okay, now we would do the same thing for the odd position. Okay, we would do the same thing for the odd position. Okay, just let us do this. Okay, so first this would provide us this. Okay, okay, this would be more clear now. Okay, we have odd positioned it, so 0 1 0 1 and then again 0. This is quite clear now. Again we would do the swapping with again the AND with this number. Okay, 0 0 then 0 1 then 0 1 then 1 1. We would do the AND, so again this would be 1, this would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 0, this would be 0 and this would be 0. And the odd position should be positioned to even, so it should move to the left hand side. Okay, we would do left hand side, left shift with 1. Okay, so what this would become, this would become 0, this would become 1 1 0 1 0 and then 1 and then again 0, then again 1, then 0 0. Absolutely good. 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1, and we would do the OR with this number only. Okay, okay, we would do the OR. Okay, this would be 1, this would be 1, this would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 0, this would be 0. Let us check the value now. 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, this is how we would come to the solution. I did the whole dry run of it. Can I have a quick +1 from you that you have understood this thing? Or else I would be more than happy to explain you further. Okay, so now talking about the most optimized approach. First we need to remember this, that odd and even set bits. Okay, we would just write this, represent this. We would take out the values. Okay, odd even should be shifted to this side, so we just shift it to this side, odd should be, and then we do the OR of it, and that would be our answer and we are returning that. Okay, can I have a quick +1 from you all? Okay, till then there is a small announcement for you. Okay, talking about the announcement, what is the announcement is that there is a course on data structures with C++. Okay, and this course is specially designed for beginners. Okay, so specially designed for beginners and for intermediates. Why? Because here in this course you would be able to master data structures from basic to advanced level. Okay, and then there is a small surprise for you too. Okay, we would first start with the analysis of algorithms, the time complexity, the space complexity, introduction to arrays, then dynamic size arrays, pointers would be covered in depth, and then the small problems, and then searching and sorting, linear search, binary search, everything, and then recursion and hashing, tower of Hanoi, concept of hashing, okay, separate chaining and open addressing, sets and maps, all these things. Okay, the first thing is that why should you consider buying this course? Because the thing is that you should have a proper understanding of data structures, so that you would be having a good base over a longer period of time. So if you want to have a good hold on programming, you need to have a good hold on data structures. Okay, when to use which data structure is the most important aspect. Okay, algorithm is different. Okay, suppose we got an algorithm, but which data structures to choose according to that algorithm is absolutely important. Okay, like suppose I want to, suppose what is the thing, suppose I want the last element that is given in this, we would simply use stack. Okay, now the next thing is that I am only the course instructor of this. Okay, talking about my achievements and all, I am an ACM ICPC regionalist, I am a 5-star rated at Coder, at CodeChef, expert at Codeforces, and okay, now this would be given by me. And if you have any queries regarding this course and you wish to have a one-to-one session with me, or suppose you have some little bit doubts and you want to self-paced versus this, okay, self-paced versus this means what you want to ask. Here we would be talking about every implementation. Suppose talking about stack, we would be talking about how to implement stack using arrays, how to implement stack using 2 queues. Okay, everything we would cover that. Okay, now talking about this, suppose you have some doubts regarding this course and you are a beginner and you have some doubts. Okay, it might be the case, so you can just go to this link where it is given in the description. Just go to this link, click on the LinkedIn button. My username is Siddharth Hazra. Send me a connection request. We would be having a talk over this. Okay, and now the upcoming batches would start from 13th of November. Okay, and the price is 7,999. Okay, so if you wish to buy this course, this course would be happening in Zoom. Okay, so we would be having a one-to-one session. Okay, not one-to-one session, we would be able to interact with each other. Okay, you don't need to type messages on the wall, you can talk with me. Okay, just we would be having, this is a 5-week course and all the lectures are pre-given. Okay, you can have a talk with me before buying the course if you have anything to discuss and all. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I would be waiting for the last 1 minute for any doubts that is persisting, and then I would be turning this session off. So if you like my way of teaching and if you think that I could be a mentor, you can join this course. Okay, consider joining this course. There is one self-paced course on GFG. I'm talking about this. Yeah, self-paced course on GFG. Yeah, what about that? It is a self-paced course. This is a recorded course and this is a live course. Okay, this recorded one course, you need to see the lectures and you need to ask doubts in the discussion portal if you have opted for that. Okay, and talking about this, there would be one doubt session in the weekdays of 2 hours, and again weekends class would be there. Saturday, Sunday there would be class and one doubt class in the weekdays, and you can also ask your doubts from the TAs that would be available and from me also, because already suppose in the class you are not able to understand a simple thing. Okay, so you would ask me, yeah Siddharth, tell me this thing again. Okay, I would be then and there explaining you can tell me, yeah, suppose I thought this, how can not this approach, why this approach would fail. You can ask me all these things. Okay, that is different. We both are different. Okay, self-paced is different, I am different, Sandeep sir is different, I am also a different entity. Okay, this is not a versus me versus Sandeep sir. Okay, this is not a thing. Okay, he is different, I am different. Okay, the course is also different. It is a recorded course and this is a live course. That is a self-paced course and this is a 5-week course. Okay, you can have your own pace at that course, but in this course you need to complete it in 5 weeks. Okay, so that's all. I don't get any doubts after waiting for 1 minute. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Okay, if you have any doubts that is persisting, just you can comment here tagging me, or you can ask me on LinkedIn. Thank you, have a nice day.